What happens if a barrel is swapped, is changed?
When the barrel is swapped, all the individual characteristics inside that barrel will go with it. A new barrel that is mounted on that firearm will come with its own individual characteristics.
We will talk about the barrel and switching of barrels in another video, okay? But in this video, make sure you stay till the end, because in this video, we are going to find out, let's do our own investigation as the members of the jury if Mshololo was in the courthouse when exhibit was opened, okay? Because according to Mshololo, she says she was not there. According to Judge Retta, he says she was there. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to determine if she was there or not. But before we get into it, I also want to read you this comment. And, you know, it was mind-blowing for me. The comment says, this whole issue of matching or non-matching striations can be quickly solved if the state is really sure accused number three's gun produced the bullet that killed Senzo. The IBS can tell if the bullet that killed the taxi boss and the one that killed Senzo came from the same gun. In my opinion, there are two reasons they don't want to use IBIS. Remember, Mangena said you can't put the bullet from the Spaza house in the IBIS. And remember what Sereo said? Remember what Sereo said? Sereo said what? He said all bullets, okay, from crime scenes go into IBIS so that if there's a hit, it's picked up. Do you see already the first contradiction there? But let's continue with the comment. You are going to be as surprised as I am. Well, at least I hope you are. The comment says there are two reasons they don't want to use IBIS. One, it will conclusively not match the bullet with the gun. Amen. Two, it will match the exhibit bullet with another gun completely, which was used in another crime, which has no link with accused number 3. It will show that it was planted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mic drop of the century. And thank you to this commenter. I will be sure to pin it up here because that blew my mind. That blew my mind because I've been trying to understand why are processes and procedures not followed? They are not followed because once that bullet goes into, can somebody please put it in? And Ngumalo asked that question. Is it too late to put it in now? Let them put in the exhibit in IBIS. Let the IBIS people put it in. But you know what? Let's talk about that in the comment section down below. Let's continue with our investigation here, members of the jury. Was Mshololo in the courthouse when Mangena opened the exhibit bullet? Okay, let's do it.
Lieutenant, you have just showed us the bullet that was presented to this court. Is it the procedure that the bullet will be hanged in that handkerchief, or the bullet should be kept in a sealed bag?
The bullet must be sealed, that is correct.
It means even this one, after examination, it would have been sealed.
Subsequent to examination process, evidence is sealed.
It will be kept at the ballistic in a sealed bag.
That is correct.
Until such time when it may be booked to court or booked to any other respective areas.
That is correct.
Where did you get this one? There it was covered on the handkerchief. Who gave you that handkerchief?
The court will recall, my colleague will recall that this bullet was handed in as an exhibit. Colonel Mangena brought it here in the forensics exhibit bag, opened it in front of everyone, and that's why it was in that state in which it was shown to the defense.
My lord, I think the witness has to answer this question because the exhibit is supposed to be kept in an exhibit bag.
This exhibit was first brought by Mangani.
Yes.
And it was denuded of every covering. And all of us saw the gun, we saw the smashed bullet, and we saw this very bullet. It's not the first time. It happened. You were there.
No, I was not there, my lord.
You were there, please.
My lord, can I proceed with my question?
So it's not the first time that this is done in court.
I'm asking the procedure of the hanging of the exhibit. Is it the procedure for the exhibit to be handled in a handkerchief, or they should be handled in an exhibit? Regardless, even if it had been shown in this court, it should have been shown in a status of being put in a sealed exhibit bag. So my question was, where did you get this one from, which is not contained in the forensic exhibit bag, but in the handkerchief?
I was informed that the seal was broken for court proceedings. I do not have the details because I was not here. So it is one of those exceptional circumstances that are out of ordinary, that I've already elaborated on. This time around, this exhibit is in court for the purpose of these proceedings.
But it should not be hanged in a handkerchief, am I correct? It's supposed to be kept in a plastic bag, forensic bag.
I'm not going to comment further on that question.
Thank you very much.
So since Sereo has decided he is not going to comment any further on that question, I'll just go ahead and take the mic, Serial, because hello. What do you mean you're not going to comment further on that question? So this is the clip where Judge Rata says Mshololo was in the courthouse, and Mshololo says, I wasn't there. And besides all that, you know what? Baloyi is disruptive. I need the witness to answer. And after that, of course, the witness says, I'm not going to comment any further. As I've told you before, this is not a perfect world. Say what now? If you remember, that is what Lieutenant Colonel Serial told us before, that this is not a perfect world. So there are different circumstances over there at the ballistics in Dondoni where they do as they please and not follow any of the processes and procedures. It seems to be a very, very normal thing over there. I mean, he's a team lead. He's the chief analyst over there. So if the chief is saying that, what more can we possibly expect from Mangena? But you know what? Now let me play you the clip last year when Mangena was giving his evidence in chief. And let's see, was Mshololo in the courtroom?
The exhibit mentioned in 7.1, do you have it with you today in court?
In 7.1?
Yes.
Yes, I have it with me.
Yes, can you just show it to the court?
It's still sealed in the...
Seal that number.
So that number that's still sealed, it's PA 400 1985 198.
Sorry, you're saying that exhibit bag is sealed?
This one.
You can't open it?
We can open it for...
Yeah, let's open it so that everybody can see that firearm. Because one of the defenses is that these firearms were switched. So that there was a likelihood, because there was a hiatus of about 5 years plus when these firearms were stored by Njali. And the contention is that nobody knows what could have happened to them. You can't exclude the possibility that these firearms were switched. Yeah, but for purposes of this court, you said you're going to call rule officer.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, because the allegation is that the rule officer is the one who tested the firearm first. Can you describe the characteristics for the record of that firearm which you have?
Well, the firearm that I'm having is a CZ75, model 75.
Right.
And then the serial number has been obliterated.
Right.
As I said, normally when you receive a firearm that the serial number has been obliterated, you mark it with the lap number here underneath the trigger guard. And the lap number that is marked on this one is 34369.
Yeah, did the defense see that firearm? Even the accused, they see it.
Can be...
It's
As long as it is safe. I want to see it also, my killing machine. I want to see it.
Yeah.
under the trigger.
Under the
trigger.
Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah.
And you say the etching couldn't resuscitate the number?
They have retrieved the number of this firearm.
Yeah, I have retrieved it.
Yes.
And it's
warrant
8 whatever.
officer.
Yeah, remember, it's 8 whatever. Just read it again because you said originally it was filed off.
The serial number was filed off.
Right, and then you
And
retrieved
during
it
the
by
etching process,
etching process, and then it was.
warrant officer rule officer could identify the serial number or recover the serial
Can you
number.
read it from there?
With the etching process, you can only
No, I mean
identify-
after the etching process was applied.
After the etching process, you cannot read it again. You have to put it on
Okay,
the system
I
again.
hear you. It's a microscopic story.
No, with the etching, when you use the acid,
Yes, yes.
you apply the acid and electricity on it, you rub it with the green mum.
Right.
The number will appear. You can be able to read the number. But the minute you start cleaning it, removing it from the, those numbers sometimes disappear
Okay,
again.
fine.
In instances where they will remain visible.
Maybe for record purposes, we can refer to the affidavit of warrant officer, rule officer, exhibit X in brackets 13D, paragraph 8 thereof.
Warrant officer rule officer statement. In paragraph 8 of warrant officer rule officer statement, it said, after application of the electromagnetic etching processes, I determined the serial number of the firearm mentioned in 3.1 possibly as 8587B.
It's got, please, my lord. The firearm has been handed up as exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can proceed to paragraph 7.2. Paragraph 7.2 of your affidavit.
7.2. On 7.2, it's one ammunition box containing 69mm parabellum caliber cartridges rounds. And 7.2.2, it's 10 9mm short caliber cartridges rounds. And all the ammunition found in this box are the CMJ ammunition. It's the same type of bullet that was recovered from the crime scene.
Exhibit 3 is a bullet fragment, and 4 is the bullet here, the projectile.
We handle the
Yes, maybe, yes, we can also show them to the defense and the accused.
the box.
There's the box and ammunition.
The box. Oh, this.
Yes.
Yeah. So that you can see the color because it was described in some of the evidence which was here.
Okay, so let me know if you saw it. If so we do see Mangena is in the courtroom with the now sealed evidence bag. Let's not confuse that. When he brought it to court, he sealed the bag. Of course, he could seal the bag. Like, think about it. If I had a safe in my office and I had an exhibit bullet that was left in my care since July 2020 and nobody else has access to my safe, I can just label the exhibit number, give it a number, the exhibit bag, and not close it ever. And then, over the years, continue to test bullets or test this and that until I find one where the striations are very, very close to what I want it to be. And this is all hypothetical, okay? This is all alleged. I'm imagining what it's like having a safe in an office and being a ballistic expert, okay? But then we also know as well that Cyril also says it, okay? Cyril says it. He says it is possible to change the barrel if you are an experienced ballistic expert and you can do it really fast. Now, to change the barrel means to change the fingerprint of that particular firearm. Therefore, the striations will have a different imprint if, the barrel is changed. Did Mangena change the barrel throughout the 4 years? We don't know. How will we know? How will we know? He never returned the firearm to Cleveland. So how will we know? How are we 100% certain that this is not contaminated evidence? But sticking to that question as well, I want to ask you as well, was Mshololo in the courthouse? I'm just struggling with my glasses. I tried to clean them. I tried to look really well. I tried to, but I don't have a microscope to check if Mshololo was in the courthouse. So let me know in the comment section down below if you see Mshololo anywhere in there when the exhibit bullet and firearm are being passed around. Okay? By Mangena, when Mangena was doing his chief evidence in chief. Now I'm going to play you the clip from when Cyril hands out, okay? the exhibit in a handkerchief. Okay, so here goes.
What I can say is that this bullet, it has been determined that this bullet was fired by the firearm in question. So I cannot comment whether or not it was planted, but what I can say with certainty is that this bullet was fired by the same firearm, the test of which I compared with it.
Do you have the bullet here, the evidence bullet?
That is correct, my lord, I have it.
If you can just explain to the court how the tip of that bullet looks like?
Now, which bullet is that? Mr. Baloi?
The evidence bullet, the bullets from the scene.
Okay.
If you can just describe its tip.
Here.
Yes.
Because if we don't see things, they never are there. Before you describe it, can Mr. Baloi give it to all the defense counsels so that they must see it? And when you start speaking, at least we know that everybody has seen what you say you're speaking about.
Okay, so that goes on. They are looking at the bullet, okay, that was found at the Spaza house between the glasses. Remember there were 2 bullet found. One was too damaged. The one that hit the floor was too damaged to be used for any testing. So the one that they're using for testing, or that they used for testing rather, is this one that is being shown in the courtroom right now. As you heard Judge Rata say, you know what, I want them to see it before you start talking about this bullet, and then they'll say they don't see what you don't see. Because we all know Judge Rata, one thing about him, he's petty, okay? He is petty.com. But so a few minutes ago, what happened is Baloi asked Lieutenant Colonel Sereo, like, listen, what would you say if the barrel is exchanged? And he goes, well, if it's exchanged, then the barrel goes with all its characteristics, and now whatever bullet is shot has the new characteristics of the new barrel. Okay. So the barrel, if it was switched, when was it switched? Because it could have been switched. So how do we determine if the bullet was switched or not? Do we have the Cleveland taxi case for accused number 3, Mr. Mngube? Do we have those tests of bullets and dun-dunnies that happened over there? I think Mangena said that the results of those were in the IBIS system. But let me know in the comment section down below. I don't remember if that has been brought into this courtroom, because that would determine if the barrel was switched or not. And was the barrel switched to benefit the Senzo Meyiwa crime? As when I say benefit, I mean benefit the state, in that, okay, this is the firearm. But let me know your thoughts on that. And then the second thing that Baloi asked was, hey, what if there's a rumor that the bullet was planted at the crime scene? And Lieutenant Colonel Sereo is like, wait, what are you talking about? You guys told me that I had to come here and read all these statements and confirm my bullets. Nobody told me about a planted bullet. What am I supposed to say? Because you see him hesitating. You see him struggle to. That's the only time he struggled to answer a question, and where he lost all his articulation. And now it was like, wait, is this the same person? All confidence gone out the window, because he's like, what am I supposed to say about the planted bullet? And then all he comes back to say is, listen, if if this is the bullet that was planted on the scene, it has to have been fired by the firearm in question. Okay, sir. Okay. So Baloi caught him off guard with that one. But I have this other question that I'm wondering. Was Senzo Meyiwa shot at a police station? Was Senzo Meyiwa shot at a police station? Because we, the people of the jury, we tired, okay, of the police witnesses, Baloi. We tired, okay? We're tired. We still haven't even brought the eyewitnesses yet, or the rest of the eyewitnesses. But you know what? Let's continue listening on and hear what happens next.
Just for record purposes, the bullet serves as Exhibit 4 before the court. Can you just describe its tip?
The bullet is a 9mm caliber bullet. The type of a bullet, it is a CMJ, complete metal jacket bullet. The bullet has a slight dent on the nose.
12 minutes after 3, it's close to the normal court sitting time of the court. Can we adjourn until tomorrow?
Oh, is that so?
My colleagues have also indicated that they'd like a session with their ballistic expert this afternoon.
When?
This
afternoon. Okay, fine.
After the court is adjourned.
Okay, we'll adjourn until tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
So court is adjourned. All rise except Queen Mshololo. She said, "That is none of my business. I am staying seated because who the hell cares? This man is unprofessional. Has no regard for the defense team. Why should I rise for the court?" Did you guys notice that as well? Let me know in the comment section down below. That is the summary of what happened, because I did see a comment that said, you know what, we're not going to buy data for this. So you know what, I said, let me do a quick summary to give what actually happened, and then we can do, you know, my usual video where we break down sentence by sentence or paragraph by paragraph of what Lieutenant Colonel Serrero said. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is this an on goal for the state, or is the state really going to continue struggling moving forward? You already know I am having difficulty with my eyesight. I'm not seeing too clearly. I cannot see Mshololo. Okay, I've tried cleaning my glasses. I have tried cleaning my screen. I just don't see her. Let me know in the comment section if Judge Rata was right that Mshololo was in the courtroom. Okay, and let me know if you think if you say Mshololo was right, because if you are team, you can never make me hate Mshololo. Let me know in the comment section down below if you don't see her in the courtroom. Okay, I mean, we have to learn from the very best, the South African police services. Was it not Mangena who said, just because I arrived in the BMW doesn't mean I am leaving the courtroom and I'm driving the BMW, if you catch my flow? So just because Mshololo might be in the courtroom does not mean that Mshololo was there. It was, you know, somebody that looked like Mshololo. For example, how do we know for sure that that is her? Do you know what I mean? I'm just going by the theory that Mangena put on record, that just because I have a BMW does not necessarily mean I will leave in a BMW. Let me just do this here, okay? I'll catch you in the comment section down below. One other thing, thank you so much. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. You absolutely have my heart. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you where on my next upload.
And if someone were to make a comment that the bullet, the evidence bullet that you've examined was planted on the scene, what would your comment be?
The bullet was planted on the scene.
Yes.
What I can say, because in this case, if I comment, my comment will be based on the findings,
Yes.
the microscopic findings that I've personally arrived at.
Yes.
If I do not know whether the question is in respect of the bullet in question or
Yes, the
any
bullet
other
in question, yes.